Hello everyone and welcome back to my official The GH24 News YouTube channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we begin, hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Quartermaine and Nina Reeves will face off, while Jocelyn Jacks makes a fierce oath and Rocco Falconeri gets an wiretapping shock. At the Quartermaine gatehouse, Brooklyn Quartermaine will fret to Giovanni Gio Palmieri over making the Willow Corinthos situation worse, but he'll offer a vim talk and know she's only trying to help. Our prognostications point to Gio being the child Brooklyn gave up for relinquishment, so they'll enjoy some mama-son cling without indeed knowing it. In the cute kitchen, it looks like Dante Falconeri will deliver a plea to Harrison Chase. Since Dante has been locked out of Sam McCall's disquisition, he may supplicate Chase for any fresh word he can offer. After Chase makes Dante promise not to do anything reckless, he may admit that Cyrus Renaud has fallen under dubitation. With the PCPD, Chase's updates will no doubt leave Dante fuming and ready to go after Cyrus with everything he's got. Rocco is supposed to eavesdrop, commodity not meant for his cognizance, on Thursday's occasion. It's possible Rocco will listen in and learn Cyrus may be the man behind Sam's demise along with the other Digitalis-related fatal overdoses. Still, it's also possible Rocco will learn another secret entirely. Lois Cerullo will turn to Martin Gray for help with commodity, so she'll be making an appearance in Thursday's show. Brooklyn could fluently meet back over with Lois and reiterate that her relinquishment secret requirements to stay buried. Still, he might find out that Brooklyn got pregnant by Dante and no way told him about the baby she gave birth to, if Rocco listens hard. Portia Robinson will get some unsettling news from Brad Cooper, who'll no doubt inform her of Cyrus' sanitarium visit and his brazen-faced attempt to ignore her ban from the domain. Brad got relief of Cyrus for the time being, but he may sweat Cyrus will be back. It could leave Portia pushing for redundant security out of fear that further cases will be targeted. As Lucas Jones wraps up his discussion with Carly Spencer, he'll assume she has no intention of backing off Jack Brennan despite Lucas advising about Brennan's secrets. Carly will suppose she can handle this love. Once Jocelyn speaks with Brennan at Bobby's, she'll declare that Cyrus killed Dex Heller and will covenant to prove it. Brennan will clearly be interested to see if Jocelyn can pull that off since she seems to be on the WSB reclamation list. Next, Willow Corinthos will decide someone was right about commodity. Nina prompted Willow to take a little time alone to figure out her life, so Willow may pump the thickets with Drew a bit. Meanwhile, Nina will get into a heated battle with Drew and advise that if he's looking for a fight, she's happy to oblige. Latterly, Nina will talk to Maxie Jones about teaming up with Carly on a plot to break Drew and Willow up. It won't be long until Carly is summoned to hear the details of Nina's alliance pitch. Eventually, Danny Morgan should hear the verity about Sam's fatal outgrowth. It seems Alexis Davis will go through with coming clean about Sam's Digitalis overdose and the fact that she was wiped off the chart permanently. Danny's going to need plenitude of support, so Alexis, Molly Lansing Davis and Christina Corinthos Davis will be sure to give it to him. Tracy Quartermaine is furious. Plus, Lucas Jones gives his 2 cents to Carly Spencer, Laura Wright. Keep reading and let's talk about what's coming up in the coming occasion of the ABC Cleaner pieces. News is spreading about Sam McCall's death being no accident. Still, Alexis probably just doesn't want anyone to stop her from going after the verity. Hereafter, anticipate Alexis to map with Molly Lansing Davis and Christina Corinthos Davis. Still, an exercise clip shows Christina saying it's a huge mistake. So, there might be some disagreement on what the Davis girls are going to do next. Over with Sasha, she just came apprehensive that people are tattling. Sasha learned that people now inaptly suppose that Jason Morgan is her baby's father. At the Metro Court, Sasha angrily and loudly confronts Drew Kane Quartermaine and Carly. Sasha tells them both that this is her life that they're tattling about. Still, Carly set up Drew's tie, which he forgot before tripping off. It seems that Willow has decided to go ahead and move in with Drew. Still, Nina Reeves says worriedly that this is exactly where Willow needs to stay. They reappraisal their time in Germany and how, despite not spending the night, they were concentrated on each other. Jack gets a call and is sloped off to the position of Sidwell's new home at Windmere. Once in city, he takes a trip out to Ladle Island to see it for himself. He decides not to go outside yet. Anna Devane arrives for a converse with Jocelyn Jacks, and she tells her that it's about Dex Heller, but not in the way that she's hoping for. She tells Joss that Dex was fitted with digitalis, which caused a heart attack. Joss asks if Anna has spoken up about Cyrus Renault, and she says that she does and have proof enough to do so. She tells Joss that Cyrus has been banned from General Hospital, and Joss shares with Anna that she has donated to help at Turning Woods, where Cyrus also helps out. She reminds Anna that she can do as she pleases, because she is in Anna's hand. The manager is upset that Joss will ruin her disquisition. Despite being banned from the Quaratermain estate, Drew Quartermain sneaks into the gatehouse to visit Willow Corinthos. They bandy the awkwardness of her being back on the property. Willow wants to make effects work for the Sprat's sake so that they've access to all of their family. Drew leaves, and Carly visits Willow. She brings toys from Germany for Amelia and Wiley, and tells Willow that Michael said to tell her thank you. Willow offers Carly a mug of tea, and as she goes to the kitchen to make it, Carly finds Drew's tie on the settee. Carly leaves before Willow returns with the tea. She also calls the clinic in Germany, and asks them to tell Michael that his kitties love him. Cody Bell brings Selena Wu $10K and promises to have another $5K in a month. She offers him a way to get out of his debt by taking part in another poker game. He says he'll suppose about it and leaves. Drew introduces himself to Selena, and they bandy sunup. He wonders if she was Curtis Ashford's silent maid at the Savoy and if she's willing to give up any dirt. She's sure she can dig commodity up if the terms are mutually salutary. As they're talking, Cody barges back in saying that he is interested in Selena's before offer. He sees Drew and happily concludes that the Solon is exactly who he allowed he was. Drew says they're having a real business meeting and Cody can't help but shoot off his mouth. He talks about the congressman sleeping with Willow and Jason getting Sasha pregnant. Lucky Spencer and Elizabeth Baldwin bandy him talking Jason Morgan out of killing Jen Sidwell. Lucky also tells Liz about how he played cards with Sidwell to stay alive. He explains how sleep privation affected his playing and enhanced his fear. Lucky believed that his pater and Liz helped him survive. Lucky tells Liz about seeing her in a vision while injured and being held and turned. He allowed. He was at the end of his life and also she paid him a visit. He says that the vision told him to get up off the bottom and fight. He explains that he has carried her with him no matter where he has been in the world. Lucky tells her that he doesn't need for her to be an angel, he just needs her to be her. The spouses partake a cotillion and are easily on a path to reuniting. Dante says he doesn't know why he waited so long to propose to Sam. He allowed. They'd have a continuance together but were engaged for lower than 24 hours. He says he'd planned to take the whole family to Florence when she recovered. He has no idea why he's telling Lulu this, as he shouldn't be. Lulu says she's happy he'd a love like that and that Rocco got to partake in it with the family they made. He assures her that he doesn't condemn her, and he needs her to believe that. She thanks him for not condemning her, and for just talking to her. He thanks her for hearkening. Dante brings up Brooke Lynn and what she walked by on, and says he was talking to her as it was easy to open up to her as she wasn't the reason he was around for Sam the last many weeks. Lulu gets she can't be the person he talks to right now, but if that changes, he knows where to find her. She leaves him to be alone. Back at the Metro Court, Brooke Lynn meets with her mama. She tells her the news about Sam, and that now isn't the time for Dante to learn about their baby. She feels this would push Dante over the edge. Plus, this child might now know they're espoused. She's also beginning to suppose that telling Chase may beget further heartbreak. Lois thinks that's a wise decision. Brooke Lynn needs to live with the choice she made and keep the relinquishment a secret and sealed. She has to believe that her baby is loved and has a great life. Across the eatery at the bar, Jordan tells Isaiah how every time she works out she can't stay to visit the broom room and use the kerchief he gave her for Christmas. She could have used a broom moment but got caught up in a fight between her partner and a man she allowed was her friend. They're intruded when Isaiah's phone rings. He steps away to take the call, and Jens appears. Jordan introduces herself to Jens when he approaches the bar, and he says it's a pleasure to meet the deputy mayor. She looks forward to hearing what brings him then and what he plans to do. He says he's an importer and finds gems, minerals, and effects of real value and beauty. Isaiah also spots Jens with Jordan at the bar and looks angry. On the coming General Hospital, Selena has a proposition for Cody. The deception crew meets at the Metro Court and Lucy suggests they get the party started. Liz says to Lucky, "You lament it?" Drew, his shirt unbuttoned, is with Willow at the gatehouse and says, "Nothing could keep me from seeing you." Isaiah asks Jordan, "Are you looking to mess with someone like that?" Anna begs Joss not to get in the way of her disquisition before it indeed gets off the ground. Carly arrives at the gatehouse and says, "He has a communication for you too."